you break up with me. I want you to struggle. In fact, I want the communities to pity you and say, you know what, it's such a shame. The poor girl is struggling. Can we find her a job at the hospital? She'll just work here and what 17. She'll just bath the sickly, you know, and the old and whatnot. And on your first day at work, I want everyone to have diarrhea and all of them, they shit themselves so that you can wipe. That's how much I want to struggle.
Oh my goodness. Yo, bruh. Yo, I wish I never asked that. I wish I never asked that question.
Yeah, I can do this joke.
I wish I never asked that question. Yo.
I can do this joke for 40 minutes to an hour, I think. It's so long.
Yes,
and I never run out of things to say.
Yo. You see, the people are like, yo, that poor woman. Yeah. Who is that woman? Yes, bruh.
No, I'm just a comedian.
And you always though, you always bringing up, for some reason, woman, exes. Like, I saw you once, you made a joke. I don't know if it was a joke. You said you were caught twice by other guys' women. I don't know if I understood it right. Like, no, other guys,
basically,
woman caught you.
No, what I was saying, I was caught twice with other guys' women. Basically, I was caught woman by two guys,
other guys
on two occasions.
Yeah, okay.
So, you know, it's strange thing. So I don't know how much time we have, so I can tell you. The first time I got caught, so I was with this lady in Tembisa. There's a place called Calfante. So we meet this lady. She's a very nice lady. We met, I think, on a Friday. So we vibed and everything was cool. So the second time I called her the following week, it was on a Friday. So she said, no, come over to my place and whatnot. So I was like, okay, cool. I clean up nicely. I go to a place. When I get to a place, I knock. He invites me in, and then we start, you know, having a great time. We start, you know, smashing, you know, those kind of, you know, the adult stuff, you know. And she's much older than me, so I'm trying to impress her, and I do all these crazy things. I use so much energy. I remember at one point I picked her up from the bed and I put her on the floor with the door open, risking that, you know, someone could walk past us because she stayed in a back room. So it was amazing. Then it was on a Friday, remember. Now, on Saturday, I wake up, I go to my place. And then because it was so nice, you know, in my culture, they say, that means if something is great, you have to do it again. So it was a great experience. So I went again on Saturday. So Saturday, I get there, having a great time. But I'm too tired because I worked so much, you know, too much the previous night. So I'm in my underwear, I'm sleeping in bed. So while I'm sleeping, basically this is a story of how I was chased in the streets at 4 a.m. in my underwear. You understand? That's basically what I'm saying. Yes, I did use protection. Some lady just, you know, say something about it. So now I'm in this lady's bed and I'm sleeping. This guy at 4 a.m. in the morning, her phone starts ringing. Tring, 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 tring. She wakes up, she goes, picks up the phone, she speaks in Zulu, and then she comes back to bed and she says, she puts down the phone, she comes back to bed. And I'm like, who's that? She's like, it's just some guy from here locally, you know, he just wants his room key, he stays up the road. I'm like, okay, fine, sure. 5 minutes later, the guy, I hear a car parking just outside, you know, the place. And I get, sir, you know, in the morning, you can hear a car that is parking. A car stops. Now she wakes up and she says to me, that's my boyfriend. I'm like, what? At 4 a.m.? What the hell is that? Like, what kind of a boyfriend is this? Are you dating? Now, I'm not even shouting. I'm whispering. I'm like, are you dating a soldier? Why is he just showing up at 4 a.m.? Did this guy just come back from Iraq or something? Like, I'm pissed because, you know what, I understand there's going to be some, you know, misunderstanding here. So now, this lady, you know what she does? She takes a duvet, you know, a brown one, and because I'm in my underwear in the bed, she covers me. She's like, she puts the duvet over me, and then she says to me, "I'm gonna go out now. As soon as I open the butler-proof door, you must please come and shoot it closed." So I'm like, what? What kind of a gangster is this that I need to lock myself in here while you go out? What a dangerous man are you dating? Like, I'm pissed because like this whole thing just caught me by surprise. I'm like, this lady's busy. So she goes to the door. She opens the door. So when she opens opens the door. I'm in the duvet. I'm covered like this. It's dark. I'm looking at the door. This guy is at the door looking at me on the bed. He's like, there's a donkey there. I'm going to kill it. I don't know who it is, but there's a man on my bed. So I'm in bed like this. And then I'm looking at the guy, and I can see that he's looking at me. And I'm trying, this guy's going to kill me. Like, I'm not a violent guy. I'm not a fighter. You know what? So now, as soon as she opens the door, this guy jumps in. Like, he jumps into the room, immediately smacks her on the face, and then I jump out of bed. What I have now, because I'm naked, I have the duvet in front of the two of us, like this. You know that spot where the horse has to, run towards a red sheet or something? So I'm holding the duvet in the middle of us, like, hey, bruh, I don't know what is happening here. And it's a back room. You know, in a back room, everything is easily accessible. You understand? There's like a dish with knives, forks, and everything. So I'm like, I can't use those things. I won't even stab someone with a tablespoon. But this guy can take any of those things and stab me. You understand? So my process, thought processing system starts thinking, I need to get out of here because this guy's going to kill me. So fortunately, this guy makes a mistake. You know what he does? He's thinking, I have to lock this boy in here so that I can beat them up proper if I need to beat them. So what he does is, the door is not a wooden door. It's those, those metal frame. What do
yeah.
I don't know what you call that material. I think they call it corrugated iron or something like that. So he kicks the door. He's hoping that when he kicks the door with his heels, it's going to lock us inside. Then he's got everyone in the room now. So when he kicks it, because he used too much force, the door bounces back. When it bounces back, I threw him with the duvet. He got covered.